gentlemen, welcome to some more Raw thoughts. We have not been beaten yet. See, I was going to do a witty thing like I always do at the start. I thought that was just a little bit more appropriate, you know. I liked Evil Doink. When Doink the Clown made his debut, I liked Evil Doink. When they turned him babyface, thought that was a mistake. But Evil Doink was fantastic. Lots of people have fear of clowns. An evil clown, can't go wrong with that, can you? Anyway, we start the show with Vicky Guerrero telling us it's Cena versus Alberto Del Rio tonight. It's champion versus champion. Yay, because I've never seen that match ever. So we actually start off with a new video package. Michael Cole tells us that we're live. Doesn't tell us where we are. Have you know? This is something I've started to notice on Raw. Is that unless they're in one of the particularly big places, yeah, they don't tell us where we are. So Michael Cole will start off, we are live tonight for Raw. Doesn't say where. That's a bit strange. Anyway, Brian joins us. He wants to be WWE champion like Sammartino, like Hogan, like Austin and Rock. Sheamus interrupts and they have some comedy with the 1-800-fella stuff. Didn't mention this last week with Sheamus getting some woman's cat out of a tree. The 1-800-fella thing, yay. It's one of those, that makes me like Sheamus just a little bit more, doesn't it? Anyway, Randy Orton comes out, yeah, but he doesn't get any music, which is strange. He says it's been 2 years since he's been champion, which is nice. Last week, Brian made Orton tap out, which is all good. Kane comes out. He doesn't deserve music, obviously, but he does get pyro, so there's something. And he has no problem committing unspeakable acts to his opponents or his friends. Kane and Brian argue until Christian comes out. No music for him at all. You can probably imagine what he wants. He wants one more match. He's the king of the ladder match, yeah, the expert, whatever. And of course, he says that magical word. He says that he, excuse me, it's quite warm here, pissing it down with rain, but it's quite warm. Christian says he's the best. And he don't want to be doing that because, of course, CM Punk then comes out and he starts to run them all down. And then it just, you know, it's one of those. Brian cuts him off. Says, look, are you going to fucking run us all down and then say how much better than you are? Because I'm not. Because if you're going to do that, I'm going to make you tap out faster than Randy Orton did last week. And Orton's like, what the fuck? I warned you a moment ago. Don't say I didn't warn you. Goes to attack Brian. Kane cuts in front of him. So Kane sort of turns around to try and calm down Brian down. When he turns around, he eats the RKO. It's all good, I suppose. I mean, 15 minutes this went, which in my opinion was 5 minutes too long. And what you've got to think to yourself is, with the star power that's in the Raw Money in the Bank match, the fact that they're calling it the All-Star Money in the Bank, I mean, I don't watch SmackDown, but I don't know what they're calling the other one. But it's for me, it's the faces versus heels. So I'm sure you must have noticed that this Money in the Bank match is all baby faces, yeah? Whereas over on the World Heavyweight Champion one, yeah, they're all heels. I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't. But yeah. I don't think personally this promo was necessary at all. Because like I say, with the star power you've got in the Raw Money in the Bank match, add to the fact that Rob Van Dam's going to be in it, yay, this was completely unnecessary. So throughout the night we're going to get video packages detailing of all the great champions that there's been. Because it's the WWE Champion versus the World Heavyweight Champion tonight, we're going to have lots of video packages to celebrate champions. The first one is WWF champion Buddy Rogers. I have no problem with that. He didn't hold the belt for very long, if I remember rightly. And the match that he dropped in was quite awful because he'd had a heart attack, I think he'd had. So the match lasted all of a couple of minutes. But anyway, but the thing is, that for the World Heavyweight Champion, we get Lou Thez. Now this brings into contention that thing that I've always seemed to said a lot of times on my vids, that the World Heavyweight Championship, the one we see now, the one round Alberto Del Rio's waist, yeah, was created in August 2002, which means that Lou Thez didn't carry the belt. In fact, Lou Thez passed away in April 2002, which meant that he couldn't have ever held the World Heavyweight Championship. This will be a theme going on to the night. Now, I know this is proper nitpicking from me, it really is, but at the same time, I'm right on this one, so I'm going to always say it. The World Heavyweight Championship is not the NWA World Belt. It just isn't. It isn't. Isn't the NWA Champion at the moment Rob Conway? It's just an interesting one, yeah? He has got the belt that's got the lineage, not this one. Anyway, we get a Wyatt family promo. It's all good. The Shield then defeated Christian and the Usos in our first match of the evening in the classic WWE 50-50 booking. The Christian and the Usos won on SmackDown, so the Shield have to get their victory back here, and that's nice. I'm looking forward more to Rollins and Reigns versus the Usos now, which I suppose is set up from last week, but a roll-up win for Dean Ambrose on Christian. Whoop-de-doo. In the back, Bryan tries to make amends with Kane. He's got a match with Randy Orton. There's one problem. He's going to be the guest referee. Now, this is an interesting one because throughout this show, one of the things that I will give this show bundles of credit for, is that they barely mention the WWE app. They barely mention it. This is one of those times where I'm surprised that they haven't gone, right, WWE audience, WWE universe, sorry. Do you want Daniel Bryan to be the guest referee? Vote on the app, yes or no. They didn't. He just is. So that's nice. Dolph Ziggler defeating Jinder Mahal in a match so good that the crowd chanted for JBL through it, which is nice. Ziggler gets the win in 2 minutes. More title history. WWF champion Bruno Sammartino is up there first. Again, no problems with that. None at all. Second one is Harley Race. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from Harley Race. An awesome wrestler. Never held the World Heavyweight Championship. So, don't know why they're showing that. In the back, Triple H tells Vicky Guerrero to listen to the McMahons and then do what he says. We then get a video package building up Mark Henry, which is nice. Kane then defeated Randy Orton in a match that the crowd didn't give a damn about. And there's nothing special in this match at all, apart from the shenanigans of guest referee Daniel Bryan. He got shoved by Randy Orton and disqualified Randy Orton, giving Kane the win. Kane wasn't very happy about this, and so made the match continue. The match was restarted, went for about another... that was about 6 minutes in. The match went about 14 minutes, so almost 10 minutes going by. A big boot though from Kane and a fast count from Daniel Bryan, which is nice. Kane again isn't happy about this. He won the match. Technically, he won it twice as well. You'd think he'd be happy about that. Goes to chokes on Bryan, changes his mind. This leaves Bryan wide open for an RKO because, of course, Randy Orton's got to keep his heat somehow, hasn't he? Oh dear me. Crowd didn't give a shit at all. In the back, CM Punk tells Heyman he will take on the primetime players on his own. Tells Curtis Axel to do nothing but stand on the apron and watch. And our next champions are Bob Backlund, who of course was champion for a couple of years in the WWF, and Dusty Rhodes, who every vid I should edit it out, but it's just funny. Go on, what we got? Ambulance. You done? Ambulance there. Go on, piss off. And Dusty Rhodes, who of course never held the World Heavyweight Championship. Sheamus then defeating Fandango via countout. Fandango's first match in ages after suffering a concussion. I kind of hoped he'd go away permanently, personally, but that's just me. And all through the show, as I've noted, the crowd haven't really given a fuck. A few of them are Fandangoing, but they're not really putting any effort into it. And the crowd are more interested in chanting for Summer Rae than for anything that happens in the match. Fandango bails and is counted out, which is nice. One shit finish. Then we get another shit finish as the Miz defeated Ryback by, get this, by referee stoppage. Now this is an interesting one because Miz had worked the left leg the whole match, which of course, you know me, I'm not going to complain about. But then, after hitting a kick to the knee, Ryback tells the referee to stop the match. And he does. Which is lovely. Chris Jericho been doing guest commentary on the outside. He gets in, hits a code breaker on Ryback, and that's that. And you sat there going, that was a shit finish, man. Because if it was a legitimate injury, of course, Ryback would have finished the match. Miz would have rolled him up, he would have rolled up Miz, one or the other. But the way it was, no, I don't get that at all. Mark Henry comes out to tell us that he's going to win the title at Money in the Bank, which is nice. I'd rather see him batter someone, to be honest, than see him come out, cut a promo, leave. I'd rather see him come out, cut a promo, beat the shit out of someone. Or, even better, beat the shit out of someone, then got on the mic and cut a promo how he's going to batter someone, but that's nice. The crowd chanting what throughout the whole thing in one of those. Come on, it's 10 years old. Stop it. You just look stupid. I genuinely think that you just make yourself look daft if you chant what other people nowadays. But anyway, that's just me. In the back, Vicky. Oh my God. Vicky's talking, gets interrupted by Vince McMahon, who tells her off for putting Cena vs Alberto Del Rio on free TV. And you sat there going, because he's right, everything he's saying is right, why say it on your TV show? It makes no sense. It makes so little sense. I don't get it. Cena vs Alberto Del Rio, if they're going to do champion versus champion, put it on pay-per-view. Of course, Why say it on Raw? I don't understand. Oh, CM Punk and Curtis Axel defeating the Primetime Players. Axel tags himself immediately, having of course been told not to do that. Gets beat. Crowd don't give a shit until CM Punk can get the hot tag, which is the only thing they react for. He hits the GTS on Darren Young, but Axel tags himself in and gets the win. I'm not sure where they're going with this one, because that's the type of match, that's the type of finish that builds to a Punk versus Axel match. And that's not what they're doing, obviously, because Punk's in the Money in the Bank match. So I don't understand. I just don't. Austin, WWF champion, obviously. Sting, multi-time WCW champion. Never held the World Heavyweight Championship, though, because he's never been in the WWE. Caitlyn then defeated Alicia Fox after a spear in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Can you see why I loved Divas matches so much? Afterwards, AJ comes out. We get a giggle. I don't know if anyone else spotted this one. I had a right good laugh at this one because AJ is so thin that the Divas title belt doesn't actually fit around her waist. You know, so it'd be better on her shoulder, not done up, is something I'll say. She shows us a hilarious photo of Caitlyn looking really fat. And again, I do not understand. You're the champion, you're trying to rile her up even more when you've got a rematch. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Why? In the back, Stephanie McMahon tells Vicky that next week she's having a job evaluation in the ring. And, right, she, I get this one, because if someone could explain this one in the comments, I will be very grateful. She says that she could be promoted, Vicky this is, Vicky could be promoted to official GM of Raw. But answer me this, right, she's been managing supervisor on Raw for months and months and months. So what, I mean, if she was promoted to official GM of Raw, what would be the difference? Is there any difference at all? I don't care about the McMahon storyline in the slightest. It just makes me want to turn off. We then another build-up bid for Rob Van Dam. Hooray for Rob Van Dam. Yay. And I mean, I'm at this point where I want to turn this show off and just go and do something, anything with my time. I've got a lot to do. I'm putting on a wrestling show. I'm putting on this wrestling show. Look, this is my show. I'm booking this next Saturday. Fucking hell. Next Saturday, guys. When we had this idea, it was 4 months away. And now it's a week and a half away, and I've still got so much to do for it. I could be doing much more important things than watching a show that's wank. You know what I mean? Anyway, fucking hey. Yeah, Antonio Cesaro defeating Cody Rhodes. And, Jack Swagger's back. Yay. Match lasts 2 minutes. Neutralizer gets the win. Cesaro won a match. So that's something to be thankful for, I suppose. And then Triple H is the WWF champion, obviously. And Booker T is the World Heavyweight Champion. So let's get this right. Of all of them, Booker T is the only one who won the World Heavyweight Championship. Nitpicking, I know, but you know I'm right at the same time. Then, we get a build-up for the Divas reality show, which is all good, but there's one problem, that no one's going to watch it. Are you? No, that's what I thought. None of you are going to watch this Divas reality show because you've got better things to do with your time than see scripted stuff, what the Divas do outside. Surely only the most hardcore of WWE fans will watch this show. Surely. Because you're not going to watch it and go, oh, they're so fit. There's tons of free porn out there on the internet. You're not going to sit and jack off to it, are you? You're not going to sit there and go, wow, this is really deep stuff. This is really well-written stories. No, you're not. Just don't watch it. And in our main event, John Cena defeated Alberto Del Rio in a match that has no build, no meaning, and no reason to care. I'm thankful that John Cena at no point cuts a promo on this show. I know that much. Here in today, Ricardo has been suspended for a wellness violation. That makes me smile. Have to give WWE credit for giving us a main event match instead of a promo. That's all good and everything. But of course, this match serves one purpose, in my opinion. This match was designed to make Alberto Del Rio and his championship look like complete jokes. And if that was the intention, well done. You accomplished that really well. Why is that? Because Mark Henry comes out trying to distract Cena, who doesn't give a flying fuck yet. But when Dolph Ziggler comes out, Alberto Del Rio is distracted and is left wide open for the AA for the win, which is nice. The show finishes, believe it or not, with another Wyatt family promo. They must have big plans for these guys. Big plans. The crowd, wherever they are, I don't know, because we weren't told. The crowd don't give a flying fuck in the slightest. I didn't give a flying fuck in the slightest. This was a really poor episode of Raw, with nothing at all to make me interested for Money in the Bank whatsoever, with no decent matches on it at all. This show was a colossal waste of 3 hours of my life. I was going to say 3 hours I'll never get back, but, you know, I had a really good day yesterday. I'm not going to get those hours back either. That is a stupid saying. Anyway, I've been Mark P. What did you think of this week's Raw? I'd just like to point out, just while I've got you, bear with me just for a second, because there was something I wanted to say. I didn't bring up my notes about it. Last week's episode of Raw, the Raw review I did, was the lowest viewed Raw review that I've done this year, with 626 views compared to 786 the week before. Don't give me a reason to stop doing these, guys. You know, make sure you watch them. Let me a comment below. I read them all. I may not reply to them, but I read every single one. Hit that subscribe button if it's your first time on my vids. Hit that like button. I'll be back in 2 days' time. I'm going to do a Canadian Stampede 97 review. Already done the notes. Oh yeah, it's already done. So I've been Mark P, and I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys.